With the accounts that we do have some separate accounts. The first one is the instant access, which means the money that the members would pay into the account they can withdraw out at any time. There's also the Christmas account. Now that is where the members can save throughout the year as much as they want to, every week, every month, and they can take it out the first week in November. So if they are struggling at the end of the year to buy Christmas presents, they know that they can save up a bit throughout the year to have that amount when it comes to Christmas. And one of the other accounts for young people who are looking for jobs, maybe receiving housing benefit, we do offer an account for that as well, where they can have their housing benefit paid into their account here and we send it directly to the landlord, so there's no confusion between their money and what's got to be sent for the landlord. When I first joined the credit union, they did help me out a lot. I was living with my mother at the time and I did want to move into my own place. I took out a loan for the deposit on my house and I've been living independently ever since.
Okay, 6Towns Credit Union is a savings and loans cooperative. We offer a basic account for people to save their money. 6Towns also likes to offer lots of volunteer opportunities for young people as well, to work from the office based and also in collection points in areas, local areas to 6Towns. To become a member of 6Towns, you would need to either live or work within the Stanwell area. 6Towns would like to take on and offers volunteering positions for people who live or work within the Stanwell area. It can be anything from volunteering to do a bit of filing and admin work on a regular basis, or it could be out and about in the area delivering leaflets, or it could be out and about in the area working in one of our collection points, signing up members and just promoting 6Towns. Okay then, 6Towns is a financial institution. We're regulated by the Financial Services Authority. We differ from a bank as well, we're a cooperative. Everyone who is a member of 6Towns is a shareholder and can have a vote at our annual general meeting in relation to what happens with 6Towns. We're not for profit. We do have to make extra money, a surplus, to cover running costs and general bills, gas, electricity, but all the money that we do make in extras is given back to our members in ways of a dividend each year. Our savings account and also the prepaid debit card would be useful when you're younger. There's no chance of being overdrawn or a risk of getting into debt. You can't spend what's not there. It gives you more control over your money. Payday loans, they advertise them as so much fun and bubbly, but I don't think that people do actually read the small print and realise that once you're in that circle of payday loans with those sort of interest rates, it is very, very hard to get yourself back out. 6Towns we are an alternative. We do offer payday loans, but at a very, very competitive rate, and because we are an ethical savings company, we do try and be very ethical about who we borrow to and how we borrow to them. Yes, I do. I think they could educate younger people better in relation to money when it comes from schools. I have children myself, and I don't think that primary school or high school or going forward on from there do educate people in relation to the value of money in general.
Credit unions are not-for-profit organisations that are owned and run by their members. Everybody who joins has a vote. It doesn't matter how much people have got saved, they've only got one vote. The members elect a board of directors to run the credit union, and we've got paid staff to to deal with the day-to-day operations of it. And credit unions exist in order to be able to provide ethical savings and credit facilities for anybody who's a member. And at the moment, the 6Towns Credit Union is available for anyone who either lives or works in Sandbar. The difference between a credit union and a bank is that credit unions are based in local communities and are run by people in the local community, whereas banks can very often seem very standoffish and have other objectives and other agendas. And I know we've seen over the last few years that banks can seem very remote from all of us, whereas a credit union actually is local. We do understand what the local situation is and how the local economy actually works. So there is a very considerable difference. We're not answerable to large conglomerates, for example. We're with you and for you and run by you. Contact with us is really easy. If you go to www.6towns.org, or you can just Google us at 6Towns, and you'll find a website there that will give you access to how to contact us, the frequently asked questions, and if you're already a member, you can access the various services through that. Alternatively, the telephone number is 0121 553 3110. We're actually working in quite a number of schools now, and what we're finding is that that message about putting a little bit of money aside, either out of your pocket money or if you've got your first job, to start getting into that habit of putting a little bit of money aside, maybe to pay for presents, maybe to pay for holidays or for your first car, or even to save up when you're thinking of further education, going on to university, getting into that first flat and buying your first cookers and beds and settees and that sort of thing. That habit of putting a little aside and allowing that to grow as you start to earn a little bit more money actually starts to get into just the way you do things. You start to find that if you start to put a little bit aside, you don't actually miss it. People who get into trouble are usually the ones who spend way over what they've got actually coming in, and that's when they end up going to all sorts of different loan organisations and end up sometimes in the hands of some of the very, very high interest rate charging companies, or worse still, loan sharks. As a licensed organisation, we can take people's benefit payments direct into their account, and then we can help them manage that budget. We'll pay housing benefit direct to a landlord. We can make arrangements to pay other creditors as well, and to help people manage their budgets.